Want to know the signs? She wants to sleep with you. It's a known fact that ladies are more subtle than men when they want to express sexual attraction. The reason is that society often labels sexually adventurous women as sluts, so they learn to be cautious when asking a potential partner for sex. These subtle signs, however, may confuse men. But don't worry, we got you covered. This guide will help you decipher women's body language and discover when they truly want to get laid. When you spot them, make sure to keep flirting until things escalate towards sex. Don't miss the chance to get a beautiful woman into bed. Here are 10 signs she's attracted to you in a sexual way. Before we delve further, don't forget your preferred topic to let me know so I can make better videos in the future. Let's get started. Number 1. She opens up with you about her sex life. When a woman shares intimate details about her sexual experiences, such as the duration of time since her last sexual encounter or her dissatisfaction with past partners, it can indeed signal a potential interest in exploring intimacy with the person she's confiding in. This disclosure of personal information suggests a level of trust and comfort, indicating that she feels safe enough to share such vulnerable aspects of herself. By opening up about her sexual history, she may be seeking validation, understanding, or even a sense of anticipation for a more fulfilling connection. She might be indirectly expressing a desire for a more satisfying sexual experience, one that she believes could be achieved with the person she's confiding in. This act of disclosure can be seen as a subtle invitation, a way of initiating a deeper level of intimacy and potentially paving the way for a more meaningful connection. However, it's essential to approach such situations with sensitivity and respect, recognizing that everyone's boundaries and comfort levels are different. Jumping to conclusions or making assumptions about her intentions can be disrespectful and potentially damaging to the trust and rapport that has been established. Therefore, it's crucial to engage in open and honest communication, ensuring that both parties feel heard, respected, and understood. Remember that women are taught from a very young age not to talk to men about sex to avoid slut-shaming. For this reason, they tend to bring up the topic only with guys they're attracted to in a sexual way. It means that she considers you a potential partner. Sometimes, a woman will tell you that she has no intention of sleeping with you immediately. Most guys don't realize that this is actually a good sign. It means that she has sex on her mind, but she's afraid that you'll label her as a slut. So, she puts sex off the table for now, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't want to get intimate later. Number 2. She initiates sexting, one of the most obvious signs she wants to sleep with you. We previously said that a woman who feels sexual attraction towards you might start talking about her sex life or using naughty innuendos. However, some ladies are too shy to do it face-to-face, so they use texting instead. In fact, sexting on WhatsApp is incredibly popular, especially among younger singles. Some women blatantly offer to send you sexy photos, not necessarily nude snaps. She might send you a photo of herself in heels and stockings or in a bathrobe after showering. In any case, this is a great sign. No woman sends sexy pics to a man she isn't attracted to. Other ladies, instead, opt for a subtler seduction technique. They try to turn you on by texting things like, "I had a wild dream about you last night," or "Wish you were here in bed with me." When she does this, don't be shy, keep flirting, and bring the conversation on a naughtier level. You can ask her what she's wearing, or compliment her on her body or her naughty imagination. When things get hot, make sure to ask her about her sexual fantasies. If you learn what she likes and dislikes in bed, you'll be able to blow her mind when you meet her in person. Number 3. She always tries to touch you. Touch is a powerful form of communication, often conveying more than words ever could. When a woman initiates physical contact, even seemingly accidental touches, it can speak volumes about her level of interest and attraction. Many men tend to overlook the significance of touch as a signal of attraction, but in reality, it's one of the most subtle yet telling signs that she wants to sleep with you. Whether it's a gentle brush of the arm, a playful tap on the shoulder, or a lingering hand on your back, these seemingly innocuous gestures can carry a wealth of meaning. They indicate a desire for closeness and intimacy, a way for her to establish a connection and gauge your reaction. By initiating physical contact, she's signaling her interest and openness to further exploration. It's a way for her to test the waters and see if there's mutual chemistry and attraction. Therefore, when a woman accidentally touched you, even in the most subtle of ways, it's essential to pay attention to these signals and respond with sensitivity and respect. But what does accidental touching mean? For example, when a woman fixes your shirt's collar or keeps bumping into you when in a crowded place. This could mean that she's attracted to you, but is too shy to initiate physical contact. If she's more daring, she could put her hands on your shoulder or arm. When she initiates touch, the best thing to do is engaging in escalation to build sexual tension. Start touching her in a confident but casual way, then slowly progress towards sexier forms of touch. For example, you can start by touching her arms and shoulders, then put a hand around her waist or play with her hair. Number 4. Her body language may reveal several signs she wants to sleep with you. Speaking of sexy parts of her body, she might try to make you notice them in several ways. Usually the ladies do this in a very subtle way, so you'll have to pay close attention to her body language. For example, when a woman is into you, she might lick or bite her lips. While sometimes she does it subconsciously, most of the time she wants to hint she'd like you to kiss her. Don't hesitate to flirt and escalate things quickly. Another thing ladies do when they want to sleep with you is caressing their own bodies. Subtly touching her thighs, arms or hair can serve as a form of non-verbal communication, conveying her interest and arousal in a subtle yet unmistakable way. This behavior suggests a level of comfort and attraction, as she feels confident enough to display her sensuality in your presence. By caressing her own body, she may be inviting you to reciprocate these touches, signaling her desire for mutual exploration and pleasure. It's a subtle yet effective way for her to express her desires without having to explicitly verbalize them, allowing for a more spontaneous and natural progression toward intimacy. When a woman does this, it usually means that she wants you to touch her where she's touching herself. When a woman caresses her neck, it's a sign of both vulnerability and sensuality. The neck, being an erogenous zone, holds a significant allure, and her gesture signifies a level of comfort and trust in your presence. It's an invitation to explore her vulnerability and share in a moment of intimacy. By touching this delicate area, she's subtly expressing her desire for connection and arousal. Number 5. She asks you to cuddle. This is one of the most obvious signs she wants to sleep with you, yet many guys underestimate it. Understanding a woman's arousal process is pivotal for fostering a deeply satisfying and mutually fulfilling intimate connection. Unlike men, whose arousal is often triggered by visual and physical stimuli, women typically require a blend of emotional and physical intimacy to feel prepared for sexual engagement. Cuddling and caressing are integral components of this process, serving as precursors to sexual desire and arousal. When a woman cuddles you on the sofa, It transcends mere physical proximity. It's an invitation for foreplay and intimacy. Even if her invitation appears platonic at first glance, it carries profound implications of her yearning for closeness. Women seldom cuddle with male friends in the same manner as they would with potential partners, underscoring the significance of her gesture as an expression of attraction and a desire to establish a deeper connection with you. Cuddling functions as a potent form of non-verbal communication, enabling partners to convey affection, comfort, and longing without uttering a word. When a woman initiates cuddling, she's signaling her longing for closeness and intimacy, both emotionally and physically. It's a means for her to feel cherished and interconnected, laying the groundwork for a more profound and meaningful bond. Through cuddling, you create a sanctuary of safety and solace, allowing both of you to let down your guard and foster a sense of trust and vulnerability. This emotional intimacy is essential for women to attain full arousal and readiness for sexual activity, emphasizing the significance of cuddling as a prelude to intimacy. Moreover, cuddling can serve as a precursor to foreplay, gradually escalating anticipation and arousal. As you embrace one another, the physical contact sets off a cascade of sensations and desires, paving the way for a heightened and more gratifying sexual encounter. Whether it's the tender caress of a hand or the gentle pressure of bodies entwined, each touch intensifies arousal and deepens the connection between partners. By engaging in cuddling as a form of foreplay, you cater not only to her physical needs, but also nurture the emotional bond between you, resulting in a more holistic and fulfilling sexual experience. It's paramount to recognize that a woman's desire for cuddling extends beyond physical pleasure. It encompasses emotional connection and intimacy. When she invites you to cuddle, she seeks more than mere warmth. She craves emotional reassurance and closeness. By reciprocating her invitation with warmth and tenderness, you not only satisfy her physical desires, but also affirm your dedication to her emotional well-being. This emotional intimacy forms the bedrock for women to experience complete satisfaction and fulfillment in their sexual encounters, underscoring the importance of cuddling in deepening intimacy and fortifying the bond between partners. In essence, when a woman invites you to cuddle on the sofa, it transcends a mere request for physical closeness. It's an entreaty for intimacy, emotional connection, and foreplay. When she asks you to cuddle, do it. Physical closeness helps release oxytocin, a precious hormone that makes her feel emotionally connected to you. Number 6. Her hips. Okay, you have to be really observant to notice this, but F10, men overlook this subtle cue because they become accustomed to their partner's movements and mannerisms. However, the sway of a woman's hips is one of the oldest and most effective ways women capture the attention of men. It's a natural, instinctual movement that occurs when a woman is feeling aroused and in the mood for sex. Sometimes she may not even be consciously aware of it, but her body instinctively moves in a sensual manner when her desire is heightened. So, when you observe your partner walking back and forth with a seductive sway to her hips, it's a signal not to dismiss or scold her for blocking the TV, but rather to seize the opportunity to satisfy her craving for passionate sex. The sway of a woman's hips is deeply ingrained in human evolution and has long been recognized as a signal of sexual attraction. It's a subtle yet effective way for women to communicate their desire and availability to potential mates. The rhythmic movement of the hips accentuates the curves of her body, drawing attention to her femininity and sensuality. For men, this visual cue triggers a primal response, igniting feelings of desire and arousal. Therefore, when a woman unconsciously sways her hips in your presence, it's a powerful invitation for sexual intimacy and connection. As a partner, it's essential to be attuned to these subtle cues and respond with sensitivity and passion. Instead of dismissing or ignoring her seductive movements, embrace them as an opportunity to deepen your bond and share intimate moments of connection. By responding to her cues with enthusiasm and desire, you not only satisfy her physical needs, but also affirm her attractiveness and desirability. This creates a positive feedback loop where both partners feel valued, desired, and fulfilled in their sexual relationship. Moreover, paying attention to the sway of a woman's hips provides a non-verbal way for her to express her desires and needs, allowing you to respond in kind with understanding and empathy. By recognizing and appreciating these subtle signals, you create a space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their desires and exploring their sexuality together. This fosters a deeper connection and strengthens the bond between you, leading to a more fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship. Number 7. She dresses up for you. Just as men make an effort to look their best when meeting a woman they're attracted to, women also put thought into their appearance when they feel a strong sexual attraction towards a man. It's a natural response to want to present oneself in the best possible light when encountering someone who ignites feelings of desire and excitement. Whether it's carefully selecting a flattering outfit, styling their hair just right, or adding a touch of makeup, women often take extra care in their appearance to capture the attention of someone they find attractive. This heightened attention to grooming and attire reflects their desire to make a positive impression and convey their interest and attraction. So, if you notice a woman putting extra effort into her appearance when she's around you, it's likely a sign that she's sexually attracted to you and wants to make a lasting impression. Specifically, she may wear a unique outfit, even one that isn't revealing or particularly sexy, so much as it's striking. She may accessorize. For example, she may wear heels or bring along a colorful clutch so that she stands out. She may groom, specially. For example, she might get a blowout, or do up her makeup, or wear an alluring perfume. In short, the more she attempts to draw attention to appearance and preparation of it when she's around you, the more likely she is to be sexually attracted to you. Number 8. She compliments your body. Complimenting your body can be a subtle yet significant indicator of a woman's desire to sleep with you. When she offers praise for your physique, it's often a way of expressing her attraction and admiration for you. This type of compliment goes beyond mere flattery. It's a reflection of her genuine desire and interest in your physicality. Whether she admires your muscular build, your toned arms, or your handsome features, her compliments are a clear signal of her sexual attraction. By acknowledging and appreciating your body, she's subtly indicating her desire to engage in intimate activities with you. When a woman asks if you go to the gym, or remarks that she can already tell that you do, it's often a subtle way of acknowledging and admiring your physical appearance. By teasing you about your strength, or playfully asking if you can lift her, she's making it clear that she's noticed your physique and finds it attractive. These comments serve as a form of flirtation and a way for her to express her interest in you. By drawing attention to your body and its perceived attractiveness, she's signaling her desire for a more intimate connection. It's a playful invitation for you to reciprocate her interest and engage in further flirtatious banter. She might also bring this up outside of the gym context. You might be telling her about having to lift heavy boxes at work, and she might reply by saying, "It must be easy for you with those big muscles you have." A woman who's set on doing this will find a way to sneak it into almost any conversation, but you can try to bring up going to the gym yourself and see if she takes the bait. You can also give her some compliments back to keep the ball rolling. Number 9. She invites you to her place. When a woman invites you to her place, it's a significant gesture that speaks volumes about her level of trust and potential interest in something more intimate. It signifies a comfort level and sense of security in your presence, suggesting that she sees you as someone she can confide in and feel at ease around. While it may not necessarily guarantee that she wants to engage in hot sex with you on the sofa, it's undeniably a substantial step in the right direction. This invitation isn't extended to just anyone. It's a privilege reserved for those she feels a genuine connection with and trusts on a deeper level. Additionally, being invited to her place opens the door to various possibilities, including the potential for a more intimate encounter. It's essential to approach this invitation with sensitivity and respect, recognizing the significance of her gesture and responding accordingly. Whether it leads to a passionate evening or simply strengthens the bond between you, being invited into her space is a meaningful indication of her trust and potential interest in something more profound. So the next time she asks you over to listen to some music and have some beers, don't be a bore. Get on over and see what can happen. It's usually best not to pounce on her the moment you step in the door. Instead, chill, flirt a little, and let yourself get used to being in her home. If she makes excuses for you to check out her bedroom or agrees that your reasons to do so are an awesome idea, that's a huge signal to make your move. Get out there. Be confident in bed, and this could turn into a regular thing. Number 10. She uses sexual innuendos and then gives you a sexual look. Understanding the nuances of communication, especially when it comes to sexual innuendos, requires a delicate balance of perception and confidence. While it's true that some women may use sexual innuendos purely for amusement or to tease without any underlying sexual interest, it's also essential to recognize when these remarks carry deeper implications. When a woman who appears genuinely interested in you begins to pepper her conversation with sexual innuendos, it's a signal worth acknowledging. It's a way for her to express her attraction and desire in a playful yet suggestive manner. In such instances, having confidence in yourself is key. Trusting your instincts and recognizing the signs of her interest can empower you to respond with confidence and reciprocate her flirtation. What are some examples? A common example is where you're talking to a woman and the subject of using hands for something comes up, and she then says, "I'm good with my hands," and gives you a bit of a sexual look. Another example is if you're talking about fruit and she says she likes bananas. So, if a woman says that she likes bananas, you can reply to that by saying, "Yeah, I bet you do." Let her know that you know exactly what she's talking about. Alternatively, you could say, "Oh, you're a naughty one, aren't you?" to let her know that you know what she's talking about. By the way, responding like that is best done when you're meeting women in a bar environment, at a party, or a relaxed environment where you're hanging out with friends. If a woman is using sexual innuendos in the workplace, it's best to just smile knowingly and let her see that you understand what she's talking about. It's best not to say anything about it in the work environment. Keep those conversations for when you're in more relaxed party-like environments where you're at a bar, at a party, at a fun social event, and so on. If a woman is sexually interested in you and you're able to pick up on her sexual innuendos and have the confidence to acknowledge it and build it into something even more than it is just for fun, then she's going to be excited that you're picking up on her signals. You know that she wants to have sex with you. So, at that point, you just need to have the confidence to move in for a kiss and then get the interaction to sex and go ahead and have a great time with each other. Women want sex but usually avoid making it obvious. One final point that I want to make for you in this video is that when you're interacting with very attractive women, they will often, but not always, avoid showing sexual interest in you right away. When a very attractive woman initially appears cold or disinterested in an interaction, it's often a strategic move to filter out potential suitors who lack confidence and self-worth. Drawing from past relationship experiences, she understands the pitfalls of entertaining partners who harbor feelings of inadequacy. Such individuals tend to become clingy, needy, and overly controlling once in a relationship, making it challenging for her to maintain autonomy and end things if necessary. To safeguard against these dynamics, she may adopt a cautious approach, withholding obvious signs of interest until she's assessed your confidence level and demeanor. While some very attractive women may openly display their interest from the outset, others prefer to observe your behavior and interactions before revealing their own attraction. This initial period of observation allows her to gauge your emotional maturity and compatibility, ensuring that any potential connection is founded on mutual respect and confidence. Therefore, if you find yourself interacting with a very attractive woman who isn't overtly expressing sexual interest, it's essential to pay attention to whether she continues engaging in conversation with you. This ongoing dialogue signals her genuine interest and willingness to explore further connections, providing an opportunity for authentic interaction and potential relationship development. Moreover, a woman's decision to withhold overt signs of interest doesn't necessarily indicate disinterest or lack of attraction. Instead, it reflects her desire to establish a connection based on mutual respect and emotional compatibility. By taking the time to observe your behavior and interactions, she's seeking assurance that you possess the confidence and self-assurance necessary for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. This cautious approach is especially prevalent among very attractive women who have encountered partners with insecurities in the past. Having experienced the challenges of navigating clinginess and overprotectiveness, she's learned to prioritize emotional maturity and stability in potential suitors. Therefore, if you find yourself in the company of a very attractive woman who isn't immediately displaying signs of sexual interest, it's important to remain patient and attentive to her cues. By demonstrating confidence, authenticity, and respect in your interactions, you can establish a foundation of trust and understanding, paving the way for a deeper and more meaningful connection. Furthermore, it's crucial to recognize that every woman is unique in her approach to expressing interest and attraction. While some may prefer to withhold overt signs of interest initially, others may feel comfortable openly displaying their attraction from the outset. Therefore, it's essential to approach each interaction with an open mind and a willingness to adapt to the individual preferences and communication styles of the woman you're engaging with. By remaining attuned to her cues and responding with empathy and understanding, you can foster genuine connections based on mutual respect and attraction, regardless of the initial display of interest. Ultimately, the key to navigating interactions with very attractive women lies in demonstrating confidence, respect, and authenticity, laying the groundwork for meaningful and fulfilling connections founded on mutual understanding and compatibility. If an attractive woman isn't interested in you, she's going to stop talking to you. She's going to turn away, leave the interaction, or ask you to go away. So, if you're interacting with an attractive woman and she keeps talking to you, you need to see that as a sign that she is interested in you. You then need to build on her attraction so she starts to unconsciously show you signs of sexual interest. Then, just have the confidence to get to a kiss and get to sex and enjoy yourself. There you have it, 10 signs that she can't wait to sleep with you. As you look out for them, remember that everyone is unique, and certain jokes or behaviors may mean very different things to different women. Her signs might be different, especially if she is nervous around you. Take your time to get to know her better until you determine whether or not you're on the same page. And don't forget to keep one thing in mind. Intimacy isn't just about what happens under the covers. In fact, emotional connection is just as significant and can often indicate a desire for a deeper relationship. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave your comments. Until next time.